What's up, Dace Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show. We are back. I am back from vacation. These guys were Minecrafting last week. So joining me as always, Gibby. Hi. Behind the producer's desk, Frank Ward.
Yo, yo.
And over here, barely alive, Cheever.
But I was still on time.
Well, technically.
I think you broke the internet on the way down.
That's right. I just want him to clip the fucking wire.
Yeah, you're like, fuck this. I'll just unplug it a little bit and make Dace go crazy.
That's right.
So I just got back from Disney, the worst place on the planet. I'll never do that again.
So you had fun.
It was a lot of walking to do nothing.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
And it's such a money pit.
Wow. Sounds about right.
Yeah, you pay for all that money to get into it, and then they go, hey, now that you're here, you should pay extra money to make the lines go faster. Or, hey, before you get to the rides, here's about 100 stores your wife or your fiance or your girlfriend are going to walk through first.
Well, see, that's why money-saving tip number one is I don't have one of those.
Just don't go.
See, the problem
well,
is...
that was tip number two.
The crazy thing is like, all that stuff used to be included.
Free. Yeah.
And now it's all extras.
Someone recently did the math, and it's just from last year to this year, all the things that they've implemented is like a $700 increase per person.
It was going to cost me $800 to get this fast pass for 3 people for the week.
And then parking used to be free. That's no longer free.
Yep.
So
25.
Yes, you have to
or
include that.
48 for preferred.
Transportation to and from the resort used to be free. No longer free. Fast pass, like I said, fast passes,
Which is ridiculous.
You
Yes.
also have that Magic Band thing, which used to be free and it's not anymore.
Yeah.
Did they have those when we went senior trip?
No.
I don't remember
Magic
having
Bands came
this.
out in 2010, 2011.
Because I went and bought
Like
one.
12 or-
It was pointless. I mean, it was a way to get in. So also stupid fucking concept. You buy them for your kids, and they expect them to remember which finger they put in for the finger scanner.
Oh.
Just shut.
Yeah.
Like you could come back 10 minutes later, and Jimmy could not tell you what fucking finger he used. So eventually, they got to put it to the parent, and then it's a fucking nightmare because the kid's wearing the band. The parent's got to do the finger. I was luckily not the parent that had to associate with the kid. So Wade had a blast.
There you
Good.
go.
That champ did 4 rides.
Woo!
Good for
And
him.
he screamed when they stopped. So I think we got a thrill seeker. But overall, Hurricane Nicole fucked it up too.
Also, the good note is that means that counts as the Disney trip 4-way,
Exactly.
so you don't have to do it again.
The
Exactly.
camera caught him on every ride.
Yeah,
So
so-
there's proof that we took him to Disney.
Yeah. So you just pointed out to him like, no, you went.
You were there. You did them. Trust me.
Yep.
You wouldn't like them now. So it's fine.
Yep. You had fun.
We take you to Six Flags. That's a lot better.
We already started planning Hershey for next year.
Oh, I like her.
I still don't understand how Eric goes every fucking year.
I don't understand why he likes to go every year.
He didn't sound like he liked to go this year.
Yeah.
He got boned hard. And not to mention a hurricane in the middle of it. Like, it was like a perfect storm of just bullshit his way. I, luckily, when I wasn't at the park, was chilling in a hot tub watching TV from the hot tub with some beer. So I enjoyed that vacation aspect of it.
That part,
But
yeah.
when I was asked to get up and walk through a park for what started out as 12 hours on Monday, then it got to maybe 8 hours on Tuesday, and on Wednesday it's like, I've been here and I see everything, let's go. And Universal was even shorter. It was just like, yeah, I picked the wrong one. So let's get out of here.
Oh,
So would
that's
you
right,
rather
take a
Universal
side.
or
Yeah.
Disney? Oh, 100.
Oh no, Universal's splitting this.
It's at the Studios and the Isle of Adventure.
Yeah.
Isle of Adventure has all the rides. Studios has all the like, there's the shit I just bitched about for Disney.
The extra shit.
You walk
like,
through
shows
Simpsons
or anything?
Land.
Like
You walk through Harry Potter Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
Which all this stuff can be bought at the Universal store outside the gates. So they compact it for you right there. The cool thing I got from Simpsons Land was a big ass donut. I thought that was good. But also at the same time, that was the only food they had for the longest fucking time. Because they closed everything because of Hurricane Nicole.
Oh.
Yeah, so all the rides that were in studios were closed because of Hurricane Nicole.
Then here wasn't even that much fun of a hurt. Like,
They are bitches, man. Like, I know I don't get, like, I've seen what, like, real hurricanes can do.
Yeah.
And basically, if you went an hour to the west down there, you would have saw what the last one fucking did. But Nicole was nothing. Like,
Nothing.
we walked Epcot, it rained all day. and we just walked through it. There was a little bit of wind smacking in the face every once. Wade walked through it, so fuck off. Like, Epcot, it was okay. I'm sure Tyler and them had a really good time because they were blitzed by like Africa.
Yeah. But again, you got to pay for each drink, right?
You do.
And how much are the drinks roughly, give or take?
$10.
That's probably low end.
10?
I paid $14 for a margarita that tastes like a burnt rubber spatula.
How many countries are there?
Too many. Well, we were there at the World Festival, so there was a lot more. Because they put up pop-up shelves or pop-up stands that put in like Belgium in the middle of it, and Spain in the middle of like. But there's like
the
I think
Belgium one for a while.
Yeah.
There was like I think 9 main ones, and then in between they had little huts for like countries that are kind of close.
So you're looking at easily $200 worth of alcohol?
I don't think they hit the little huts, but 200 is probably an accurate number because there was also places you would go and you would get wine, like if you're in Italy.
Sure.
And like
and
Mexico was
expensive.
You got the tequila in Mexico.
It should be Mexico prices. I feel like that's how they're gonna have to do it. If you're gonna drink the around the world, you pay what they pay in Mexico.
I should walk in and there should be a fucking person trying to haggle me, like, oh, a beer, 5 cents. What do you got?
And
whatever you got, I'll just take that.
And then you hand them Wade, you get a beer.
You get a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fun if you try to do the drinking around the world, and that's all you're there for.
That would have been, but even then, now that I heard that, like, granted, I knew you'd have to pay.
Yeah.
I guess in my mind, I still didn't think it'd be.
I'm sure you can do it cheap around the world. Because, like, Mexico had Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
I would have done it just to say it,
Yeah. And then, like, you got to, like, America, and there was Bud, or whatever. Like, it had its...
But they still probably weren't cheap. Like, it was still, like, stadium prices. Jared says it's fun. I'm not saying it wasn't fun.
So he did it the worst, I would say.
Oh,
he chugged them.
Everything. Yeah.
He slammed the shit. So like, he had a really nice key lime beer in Africa that I enjoyed a sip of before he nailed it in 3 seconds.
Super tasty, delicious.
It was delicious. Jared just no gag reflex, let it slide right down. They looked like they were having a blast. In a scenario where you should not have been having a blast.
Well, no, you drink the pain and financial destruction away. He said it cost like $200. Yeah, see, like...
For just him?
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well.
Or is he including him and Amber?
It just said... He said it cost me like $200.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Like...
Because, I mean, all the girls were drinking, like, liquor drinks. Or, like, fancier drinks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, Tyler and Jared obviously were going... They would just go for beers.
Yeah.
And Amber went for a couple beers, but like, I don't know how you would $200
like $200 back in like 2016. You could have flown to Italy and drank for that.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Christ.
Not
you
anymore.
Do that cheaper by going to Mr. Liquor and looking at their import section.
Well, yeah, you can.
Just going one from there, one from there, one from there, one from there.
Oh,
a bunch of singles.
He said it includes food.
Food was expensive because I did do that part. I ate in America.
Oh man!
Which they need to put like a qualifier on America. So like they're pushing like the presidents and everything. It's only Southern food. There's no Philly cheesesteaks. There's no Chicago deep dish. There's no whatever happens in California.
So just fried everything.
Memphis dry rub.
Okay. Well, I mean
Kansas City burnt ends, I think. Or maybe it was North Carolina burnt ends.
Okay, so just barbecue?
It was all barbecue. That's all the fuck it was, but it was from, like, the southeast.
Okay.
So, hey, welcome to America. Like, if you thought we were a horrible country, we're just going to push that further. Right. Like, we're only going to give you the southeast perspective, which is possibly the worst.
Yeah.
Florida.
They have barbecue at least, or?
All of it was barbecue. It's not America, if you ask me, but I'm also from the Northeast, where it's like chowder and...
Well, I think it might be more American than some of the other... Like, chowder probably comes from some sort of actual English soup.
You're probably right.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm making
But a cheesesteak.
Oh, that's American. That's as American as you can get.
That is American.
It's gotta be. Totally American.
But, like, don't have 4 options of fucking barbecue. Pick one.
Yeah.
Give a little bit of the Northeast, give maybe a little bit of the Southwest, and give a little bit of the Northwest. Whatever the Northwest is probably just soggy potatoes.
No, it's a shotgun barrel.
Shotgun barrel? Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah.
As you listen to Come As They Are.
Yeah.
Epcot was okay. Again, the rain really put a damper on the fucking thing. Those guys drank through it. Magic Kingdom, it's just for kids.
Yeah.
There was no fucking like I hated it. Granted, if we ever had to go back, I'd have to do it again, but I hated it. Hollywood Studios was cool. Star Wars Land was amazing. They built the droid. The droid has a personality chip where like it can interact with other droids, and you can command it from your phone. And they built an R2 unit. I didn't get to do a lightsaber, but as miserable as I was, I would be really miserable getting back here having spent $200 on a lightsaber.
Sure.
Did you get a crystal?
No. See, I wanted to go do the experience. And since the experience wasn't available, like, oh, well, you can just stop in the shop and get one. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, you're one of the few people that actually would have enjoyed the actual experience, while everybody else was just.
Speaking of which, we did Smuggler's Run, and then I had to fight with a 5-year-old girl over who's going to be the pilot. I lost, where I got to be the weapon guy, and all the weapon guys is hit a button on the side like this when it blinks. As our ship is just nosediving into the fucking ground because the 5-year-old chose to sit there and cry. I don't want to do it! This is why Uncle Chris wanted to fucking sit there and do it. This is Uncle Chris's time. The fuck? So there was that funness. And I didn't get to do Rise of Resistance.
So what you're saying is a child-free event would be better.
Yes.
Probably.
All right, let's go. Let's start making plans.
But even then, I found that I had anxiety. But like not the I'm gonna pass out because I'm dizzy kind, more of like how can I contain this murderous rage from not punching the people in front of me? I hit like 5 people with a fucking stroller while I was cruising around a store because I just got tired of waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, you know, and I didn't even have a kid in the stroller. I was just putting bags in it, so it looked even more obnoxious of like, why do you have a stroller in here if there's no kid in it?
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, fuck it.
He's under the bags. Get out.
Make my path. But that was my Disney experience. Yay!
Woo! Well, glad you are back.
Thank you. I'm glad I kind of glad I'm back. I missed the house. The Airbnb was fantastic.
Yeah.
Gated community, so kept out trouble.
I mean, your brother was still allowed in, right?
Yeah, he was in the room next to me, so they failed. Hot tub and a pool, which was nice.
So what I'm getting at is next vacation that we take. By next vacation we take, I mean the vacation we take.
Yes,
It's going to be like
you come this time.
Yeah, so it's going to be like drinking on a beach.
Yes,
somewhere.
Absolutely. I would do Myrtle Beach. I would do Virginia Beach, Ocean City, Maryland.
Well, yeah, whenever we do Ocean City, Maryland, I'm busy that weekend. But
I wouldn't do a cruise because I feel like that's in the same ballpark as Disney, and your sick ass would book us on a Disney cruise.
We talked before the world shut down. We did discuss doing a cruise. We were close.
But we also were hyped about Disney, and now I have learned.
We've also talked about going to Germany.
I want to do that, but like Philadelphia has pretty much given me the expectation of all I need to do now.
Germany has no gas, so what do you expect to do there?
Drink and hookers.
I don't even know if they can do that, man. They got no power, no electricity, no nothing.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you didn't miss a whole lot here.
Fair.
Other than we had nice weather for November.
Yeah. So like the highlight of actually leaving Jersey is to get away from cold weather, and you guys had like a
70s.
Yeah, 10 degrees cooler than us.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah.
It's nice.
The other thing I did while I was down there, and I doubt any of you guys did, was Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Fuck you.
I told you when you left that I probably won't see it now because you weren't here to tell me it's the day to go.
How bad?
No, it's okay.
I'll be here for Ant-Man, though. Hopefully.
I'll go to that on my own. That's fine.
That's fair.
Ant-Man. All right. I will see him no matter what.
It was okay.
Just okay, huh?
I was starting to watch the breakdown.
You without seeing it?
Yeah.
That's fair. The plot to me was all over the fucking place. They were trying to mourn Chadwick, which is fine, and then build a new Black Panther, and also establish Namor, and also establish some weird subplot with Everett Ross. So, and also introduce you to Riri Williams.
Riri.
Yeah, so it was a lot to shove into a 2-hour movie where you took up probably 30 minutes of just tribute time to Chadwick.
Yeah.
So it's... I'm not knocking the tribute time, but I'm knocking the fact that your plot was kind of all over the place. I give you a little leeway because you had to rewrite your script. But
also delayed it enough that should have.
yeah, you think you would have found the right way out? Maybe cut back a little bit on the tribute.
So what was the after credit scene?
You care? Does everybody care?
No.
We all care.
More Chadwick tribute. The Lupita Longo's character, I don't know what her name is in it. The Dor Lamage chick that isn't one. His love interest in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a kid.
His kid?
His kid.
Oh.
And also named him T'Challa.
Oh.
So that was the post-credit scene. Shuri finally accepted that T'Challa was gone, and this woman should have went, "Hey, here's a mini T'Challa."
And Colton's same name. That way she can consistently just keep hearing the name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, digging the knife.
Yeah.
Nice.
A lot of people are praising Angela Bassett's performance. I felt like she was overacting, and I've seen her in other things to know that when she's
That she can.
she
act and
can
stuff
act
like
good.
that.
She screamed a lot, so you can convey emotion without having to scream all the time.
I don't know. Have you seen YouTube?
I mean, I do. I think I've had moments where I'm upset and I don't just scream. Actually, I get quieter. So, I don't know. There's just moments where she was yelling and it's like, wow, why are you yelling? I get that you're mad, but like, why? It just seems like it's that feeling like overkill, and it
Yeah.
could be partially because she's trying to push that accent.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think her performance was Oscar worthy. She'll probably get nominated, which makes no fucking sense. The Black Panther movies keep getting accolades of like being unique, and it's like, no, these stories have been done before.
Yeah.
Namor was a disappointment, in my opinion, and the only reason I think he's a disappointment is they made him soft. If you read the comics and you've seen Namor, he's a dick. He doesn't care. He doesn't show any empathy. Straight up dick.
So
Just
closer
burn it
to
down.
the what's his face from The Boys. The fish guy
Yes.
from The Boys. I don't remember what they call him, but
The Deep.
the Deep, yeah.
Yeah,
But
very
more like
vain.
him, because he's at least. Well, I haven't seen season 3 or whatever they're on. They're probably on 4 now.
He's trying to show empathy, but it's very fake.
Yeah.
This one, they made him Aztec, which made sense. They're trying to ground it into, like, realism a little bit, rather than
Sure.
it just being, he's an Atlantean, blah, blah, blah. So they grounded him in the Aztec history. The only problem is they made him sympathetic. They did the same thing they did with Killmonger. Like, you made that, like, I can see his side. Same thing they did with Thanos. I can see your side. Even though a lot of people get on your ass if you see Thanos' side.
Thanos did nothing wrong.
Yeah, exactly. But Namor is just such a dick in the comics, and I was kind of hoping for that a bit.
Yeah.
He's not. He is his people are dicks, but he's not.
So, are they trying to make him like a good guy? Is that
It feels like he'll come back, and they like don't want to tarnish him as such a rough ass that it's hard to bring him back.
Yeah.
They did stick to the fact that he's probably the first mutant. They did clarify that he was a mutant.
So they played a little theme.
No, they didn't do that. So props to fucking that.
Yeah.
Of like, let me put the 90s X-Men in here. It's so fucking cool. Ryan Coogler probably doesn't even know what the fucking 90s X-Men theme was.
He was probably told to put it in and went, here.
Yeah,
here's
this sounds
this.
close enough.
Yeah. Get that guy with the bongos over there. We'll make some cool music. I also think it's funny that it's a German guy who soundtracks this whole fucking thing. It's the guy who did the Mandalorian soundtrack. And he's done the entire fucking Wakanda thing. And it's like, he's super white.
Yeah.
But overall, it's an okay movie. It's on par with Phase 4. I wouldn't say it was better or worse than anything in it.
But still hasn't even remotely tied any of the others.
Not
anything,
this
like,
is even further. There was one bit of hope I had.
Hope.
Because Everett Ross's little subplot. I don't know. I don't want to spoil.
Just go ahead.
Spoiler alert. Julie Louis-Dreyfus's character shows up.
Oh yeah.
So she's the head of the CIA.
She's the only remote thing almost tying
so
things
they
in.
establish she's actually the head of the CIA. So she's
Okay.
appointed by the president, and like everything she's doing is kind of government sanctioned. in a
Allegedly.
way. Allegedly.
I'm just saying. She could lie.
And she is Everett Ross's ex-wife.
Scandal.
Yeah. So at the end of it, Everett Ross gets arrested by her,
Double scandal.
and he's in an all-red jumpsuit.
Triple scandal.
which I thought was foreshadowing for Red Hulk, because they can't do it with Thunderbolt Ross anymore since that actor died.
I was hoping for Vader.
Oh man, I thought they were gonna tie in
Bad joke.
the Korean thing.
Korean thing.
Yeah, the games where they play.
Squid Games?
Squid Games.
No.
They were in red.
Nowhere close. But he gets rescued at the end of it
You
by
never
Okoye.
know. It might be the same universe.
Yeah, so he gets rescued at the end of it by Okoye, so it kind of took away the fact that I thought Val was just going to like experiment on him and make him the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
So there was really no progress moving this forward to like.
She didn't make an appearance in She-Hulk, did she?
No. But she was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then she was also at the end of Black Widow, where she recruited
Natalie's daughter.
Yeah.
Our sister.
Iana or whatever, Elena.
Yeah, but she wants the more like.
Well, she's supposed to be leading the Thunderbolts
Thunderbolt.
in that Thunderbolts movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Somehow she's got to get the Ghost character from Ant-Man and Wasp, the first one.
Okay.
She's got to get the Red Guardian. We'll end up talking to Bucky and somehow getting him to work with John Walker, because obviously those two just fucking fought. And there was somebody else in that group.
Well, or they could always pull audibles or something too, you know.
The only thing that may have progressed this towards the next film is during a scene with Riri Williams' Ironheart character. She mentions that she's working on quantum mechanics, which quantum seems to be like the key word in these fucking movies right now.
Yeah.
So maybe that has something to do with it, but we're not going to get an Ironheart series until next year. This time next year.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it has anything to do with anything. She built a suit in Wakanda. And of course, like always, Wakanda kept the suit. So she's got to make a Mark III in her series at some point.
Yeah.
See it? I wouldn't rush to see it, though.
That's fair.
Watch
It just feels like
free on Disney Plus.
again, it just feels like the build for, and I know we've talked about this, but the build for this phase is so slow. And I know it's, we were kind of spoiled, but did Phase 1 really take this long to build?
It took 4 years to get to that Avengers movie.
But that wasn't a phase.
They consider it Phase 1.
They do, but it
But at the
wasn't.
time-
It was not like planned out to the extent that all
This
the
is
phases
like
are
you'd think
now.
they'd be able to roll something
Oh.
a little bit quicker
Yeah.
this
You know what
time.
I mean?
But if you look at Phase 1,
Yeah.
it's all standalone movies.
Well, these are kind of so far they're not tying into each other.
Only if they had
Ish.
a movie before it.
Wasn't like the first 3 out of the first 4 movies in Phase 1 Iron Man?
First two or one. The first one was Iron Man,
And Iron Man 2.
then Incredible Hulk, then Iron Man 2.
I constantly
then
forget about
Thor.
the Incredible Hulk.
It's they try to as well.
I keep forgetting about that. Then it went back to Iron Man again, right?
Went to Iron Man 2, then it went to Thor, then it went to Cap, and then it was Avengers, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. Before they started rolling into like, hey, let's start bringing these shit together.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've established all the Young Avengers. You now have an equivalent to the original Avengers lineup. You have Riri Williams, who will be the equivalent to Iron Man. Peggy Carter has shown up as the equivalent to Cap, but you also have John Walker that's the equivalent to Cap, Sam Wilson that's the equivalent to Cap. Like, they've got 12 Caps running around.
Yeah.
Time to start calling.
Yep. You got She-Hulk, who clearly is the Hulk equivalent. They have the new Hawkeye. They have the new Black Widow. They have the new Black Panther. They have all of a Young Avengers lineup. And that's kind of what this phase built.
Yeah. But still, we're not going to get anything near that for another
Who's the new Thor?
2 years.
His
or-
daughter. Or, well,
his
Gore's
Kidnappy.
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, adopted
The
daughter.
God Butcher's daughter.
Yeah. So, and yet, to your point, we might not get that until the middle of Avengers 6. See, in my mind, the way that Phase 6 would work out is Kang's dynasty would knock out somehow all of the original Avengers,
Yeah.
and you'd get a Young Avengers in between that eventually leads to Secret Wars.
Okay.
Or
I just
maybe
think-
another Thunderbolts.
I just figured by now, like, there'd be more little tie-ins to keep things relevant.
None of them have linked to each other. The only one that's
That's what I
linked
mean,
to each other is Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and that was just them saying, this whole thing we did with Spider-Man.
Yeah. But otherwise, there's zero tie-in at all. Like, again, so now moving on, like, phase 2 and 3 and stuff, they had little cameos at least in each one. They pulled each other in, like,
Yeah.
you know, there's kind of a rotation going on in what was going on. Because by now, like, you're already going to forget who the Eternals and what the fuck was going, like, or,
Shang-Chi.
yeah, see, I already
See?
fucking forgot his name. I was about, the guy with the rings. But yeah, like, what the fuck, where the fuck is he, like...
Yeah. Where's he been this entire time? Especially after their post-credit scene, where that thing has been sending off a fucking indicator.
Yeah, so, like, again, it doesn't have to be a major thing, just quick cameos of, like...
There is one
Get
storyline
Shawarma.
that ran through everything. Wong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He battled Abomination in Shang-Chi, and then he went to Spider-Man where he said, leave me out of this. Then he was in Doctor Strange where he got drug into something. And then in She-Hulk where he had to answer for what he did with Abomination.
Okay, well, there's at least a thread.
Yeah, there's the long thread.
The long thread.
Other than that, nothing.
Yeah.
So, Phase 5 kicks off in February with Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, which will bring in something from the Phase 1, which was Loki. So, at least that'll be kind of twisted, kind of, because it's not really the Kang variant we saw in Loki, but it should have impact.
When is Loki season 2?
It's sometime next year.
Or was this the last... Was Black Panther the last Phase 4?
The last...
Is there more...
Yeah, it's the last Phase 4, well, kinda.
Last Phase 4 movie.
You've got a special that comes out this Friday, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
With Kevin Bacon.
With Kevin Bacon. Which comes out Friday. It's a Marvel short. It is canon, but at the same time, they're pointing out that it's not impactful. Or it could be. This could probably be the most fucking impactful thing they've done.
It's
They literally tie everything
Yeah.
fucking together.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're doing more like I know you didn't watch Doctor Who, but similar to like Doctor Who has their holiday specials. That's like it happened. It's in the Doctor Who universe, but it's not anything towards the story at all. Other than like, oh, it's
The
Christmas.
Doctor meeting the Doctor for the 16th time.
Those are the only ones I watch.
Yeah. So like, but they don't impact the story. Like, as soon as you're done from that movie, that never matters again.
I think it'd be fucking hilarious if you have to watch it to actually like they say that, like they just
And
fucking
it clicks the
and
entire Phase 4 together.
It's such a troll fucking movie. It'd be fucking hilarious.
I am totally waiting for Werewolf by Night to be like a fucking key point that you need to know for Blade. Or like another Moon Knight series or something like that. And it's a Marvel special presentation. Which they're trying to do one every year around Halloween and Christmas from what it sounds like.
Okay.
But hey, that's the last thing that we'll get this year from Marvel. And Andor's season finale is next Wednesday.
Ooh, time to binge that.
Yeah. It's okay. Actually, binging it's probably the best fucking way to do it.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet. I was
Smart.
I was waiting for
Smart.
because I'll watch it. I mean, I won't binge it all in one day, but I'll probably binge it in like 2 weeks.
Because
One
Andor,
episode a night or whatever.
Yeah.
Andor, to my knowledge, it takes place over a large set of time, so there's time jumps.
Yeah, there's a
I've
couple.
gotten to the point now where anything Marvel and Star Wars related, you almost have to wait.
Yeah.
There has not been a series that has made me itch for each episode.
Mandalorian does.
I
It
enjoyed-
does.
That's the only one. Yeah.
I enjoyed the Book of Boba.
Did you? So the other series that
Book of Boba would have been much better. We're just watching 07.
yeah, well yeah, because it got the Mando story.
Yeah,
in the
it
middle of
was not. And that's the only reason why I didn't watch this one, and that's why I just waited for this one. Because the Book of Boba. Because Book of Boba pissed me off because it just was such a weird
Ending.
Well, no, they just kept jumping. It was this storyline, then this storyline, then this storyline, then this storyline.
So
They
Andor,
have to- it was like every other episode tried.
Andor doesn't do that, but it'll be like episode 1, 2 is a build, 3's the payoff, 3, 4 is or 4, 5 is a build, 6 is the payoff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like slow moving episodes,
Yeah.
and then like all of a sudden you're picking up pace. Speaking of Star Wars though, did you watch Tales of the Jedi?
No, I didn't even know it came out.
Get on that.
I started.
It is so fucking good.
Is it a new cartoon?
It follows Count Dooku when he's in the Jedi Order,
Oh God! All right.
and then Ahsoka. So 3 episodes are dedicated to Dooku. So one of them is Dooku and Qui-Gon on a mission, Dooku and Mace on a mission, and Dooku and his whereabouts during episode 1.
Okay.
So
That third one is
Okay.
fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
Ahsoka follows Ahsoka as a baby when they detect that she's a Jedi. The second one was her training with Anakin in the Clone Army. And then the third one was her pretty much introduction into the rebellion.
Are they like 30-minute things? Or?
20.
10 to 20, yeah.
Oh.
They're shorts,
yeah.
but they're really fucking good. Well, okay, the third one of each is really fucking good. The other two are
Filler.
they're okay.
So do they follow the same thing as Andor? Okay.
The Dooku ones are really good because like you don't get any view into him before
Yeah.
he's a Sith.
That's true.
This is all view of him as before Sith and how he gets there.
Is there at
Ahsoka.
least one every week or something, or
No, it was all at once.
all at once? Okay.
It was like, here you go. So really good. I also hope that since they did the Tales of the Jedi, that maybe we get a Tales of the Sith series. Because there's comic runs that do the Tales of the Jedi and the Tales of the Sith. So I would really like a Tales of the Sith that kind of follows Palpatine and what the fuck he was doing in between things.
You have Palpatine, you have Darth Maul.
Maul.
You can have Darth Vader.
Yeah, there's a whole
Between
thing.
all the stuff. Yeah.
Dooku, or even find out where the fuck Snoke came from.
Snow. Yeah.
So I hope they do more with that. I hope they do more with Tales of the Jedi too, because there's an interesting episode. The Dooku Mace dynamic was pretty interesting, and really makes me question why the fuck Mace is a Jedi.
You can actually really, doing even if they're just one-offs. Like you could do I forget how the Jedi was that started the clone army. You can.
Cypher
Yeah.
It's addressed in the Dooku ones.
Oh, it is. I was gonna say
yeah.
because that would be something because you only hear about it, you don't see it.
That third episode of Dooku is so fucking good. Like, there's so much answered in that 15 fucking minutes. So go home and watch it tonight. Just like you don't even watch other shit. Watch that.
Just watch that.
Watch
All right,
that.
All right.
They even have Liam Neeson in that episode. Go fucking watch that one. All right. So that's gonna do it for us on
How
the
many are there? 9?
there's 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna do it for us. The pop culture section.
I thought you were about to say for the show. I
Yeah.
was like, wait.
Is it 9? I'll fucking end it. No.
No, we started like 8:20.
Yeah. Let's roll over to gaming news with Gibby.
Man.
All right, and
Gibbles and bits, gibbles and bits. I'm a little bird who loves gibbles and bits. Gibby.
How the name
And
of the company
Gibby.
was, but the one that the drug company that made the insulin.
Yeah. Now free.
and Gibby. Just resend it. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Pokemon.
Oh, that's next week, isn't it?
Friday.
Trading card game is live in beta right now worldwide. We talked about this a couple months ago when it was kind of announced, but it was announced over a year ago and it's being tested and
Didn't they
it's open
have-
beta for the trading card game.
Didn't they have an app for that though already?
They did, but it was
Shitty?
shitty. Yeah, it was. I don't even know if it was official, to be honest.
I don't think it was mobile friendly.
It was not.
So let's say if you had that one, can you transfer your cards over?
Probably not.
That sucked to invest in that. If that was out there for 4 or 5 years and then get this
What
brand
says
new one.
it's replacing the 12-year-old version.
So there's one that was been
maybe.
out there for 12 years.
Yeah.
We were playing on your BlackBerry.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I remember playing a version. I didn't think it was that fucking old long ago, but yeah.
What was
I guess that makes sense because I think there's a card in there that has a thing on it, so that when you pick your cards, that's probably. Yeah, stuff's starting to ding in my mind.
Oh,
Right now.
they had the real life trading cards that had the little scan codes on
Yeah.
the sides
Yeah.
that you could scan onto your.
Well, that
Or
card
those for the
pack,
trading card-
the
those for
card
the
pack would have a
DTCG
card
ones.
inside of it that had
Yeah.
a scannable thing that then would
Right.
give you those cards
No.
into the game.
I'm talking about the trading card game that came out for the Game Boy.
Oh,
I didn't realize it when I started talking about it, but that's they had that they had a scanner on top of the Game Boy. You could scan it in and get the card in the Game Boy game.
Game Boy was so fucking advanced.
Oh, the e-reader?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was essentially a cell phone, just without a mobile network.
it did have there was a camera
Yeah.
and a printer.
Yeah. USB ports. Fucking thing was ahead of its time.
Yeah,
That's right. So it was announced last September. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe some of us will play it. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's out.
It's in open beta, so
Open
it
beta.
means you can play
Is it this one? Pokemon Trading Card Live?
Yes.
There's server maintenance going on right now
They're all playing it.
from 8 o'clock, and it's scheduled to end at
9.
yeah.
Yeah, so we got 7
No,
minutes.
no, 19. Isn't that 7?
19?
Yeah.
1900 hours?
Yeah, isn't that 7?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 7.
It doesn't tell you what time zone.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume
I'm
Pacific.
Well, if it's not right now,
I would immediately assume Pacific because that's where all.
My
Silicon
ADD is
people
going to kick in. So.
Good call. Who did it? Not Niantic. Game Freak.
Game Freak.
Otherwise, I'd be playing it right now. You just be going on and on about whatever the fuck you're going on about.
Probably. Should I get
what
the
I'm doing
Jizzard thing
right
ready?
Ready.
Exactly.
Trading card game.
I'm just gonna fucking buy all the cards. I have the $10,000 Charizard. It's an NFT on my phone.
That could be interesting if they start doing something like that, but yeah, who knows? Call of Duty obviously is pretty big nowadays.
Jizzard.
Warzone 2 release date was announced November 16th.
So tomorrow.
So tomorrow.
I don't know what today is, so
The
yes,
15th.
The 15th.
it's tomorrow.
I don't even know what day it is, Gibby. It's okay.
I don't. I show up
I
anymore.
just wake up.
That's what yeah, exactly. I wake up.
He knows it's Tuesday.
So I'll be releasing at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Wait, it's releasing on a Wednesday?
Yep. Sorry.
In the middle of the day when everybody's at work.
Huh.
So
So
Unless you call out.
for the true fan base.
true fan base. That's right. So there's that. I'm assuming it's probably going to link in a lot of what's in Modern Warfare 2. I would assume. I have no idea. Modern Warfare 2 is apparently getting as a shit case. So they get we talked about it 2 weeks ago where they were losing those maps. So the border crossing map.
Yeah.
Fucking Mexico told them to take it down. They're getting fucking screwed, man. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway,
Is that like border crossing from Mexico to the States?
yes.
I can see taking that one down.
That's.
I can see that one.
The funny thing is, all the player base goes, yes, please, for the love of God, take it down. It's a fucking shitty map. I would...
Well, I meant just because, like, you know...
no, it's a legit... Because there's all these cars all over the place, and they all just keep exploding, and it's just one lane, one skinny, long lane, and it's just...
Oh, they're trying to deter you from coming to America.
Yeah, exactly. It's
See how bad it is? It's shitty. You're going
Like,
to get
You don't
shot.
want to take this
I've
run.
seen a ton of reviews on it. It says, the only way to play this map is to hit the start button, find a quick game, and hit it. It's just like... It's a fucking clusterfuck of a map. But, yeah, so they're having all types of
Fun.
issues, yeah. And they're also going into their first season pass pretty soon as well. And I'm sure that's just going to be fucking well and dandy. Phil Spencer,
Jizzard?
so that's Xbox, says Activision Blizzard deal
Jizzard!
is focused on Candy Crush.
I can see that.
Yeah. I can see that.
Why would you not run with that? That's got to probably be the like most played game on any mobile device. Any age could play that.
I've yet to download it. Never played it.
I played it like
I've never played it either. My wife
10
played the
years
shit out
ago?
of it for a while. Yeah. So he reiterated that they're more worried about the mobile gaming. And obviously, their largest mobile game is Candy Crush, and their second one is Call of Duty, which is primarily.
So is it
Jane.
Candy Crush or all the Candy Crush entities too? Because there's like 18 different kinds of Candy Crush.
It's King, whatever the fuck
King,
it
the
is.
King. Okay.
King.
So any King games.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's Blizzard's mobile game
Yeah,
developer.
I know.
Yeah.
Cash cow.
Yeah.
So it's claimed that the mobile gaming is seeing how far high it can grow with the growth, especially considering they have the console and PC. So it sort of makes sense. Like he's making it make sense basically, but everybody knows it's not why they're buying it. But whatever. This is basically them trying to find ways of making the deal go through.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. But that's basically what he's saying. And Sony obviously keeps pushing out, saying that they're Sony's pissed because of Call of Duty. Let's be realistic here. Sony will basically get completely and utterly murdered if it goes exclusively onto what's called. In other news, Phil Spencer's cannot commit to Call of Duty being on PlayStation forever.
Well, that's why PlayStation's giving him gripe.
That's
You want the fucking deal to go through. You don't say that.
That's what I'm saying.
You do your thing of what you did when you bought every other studio. all existing titles will stay. Only the new stuff will come to us. New stuff being like, oh, Bomb World, a Fallout exclusive.
Yeah, Call of Duty becomes Call of Pew Pew.
In the name of Call of Duty, a Call of Duty franchise.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be dumb shit like that, but like,
Um,
you don't pull down the cards on the table. Don't say the obvious thing, really. I bought it for this, and you're not getting it anymore. That's
So,
why Sony's putting up a fight.
So basically said, native Call of Duty on PlayStation, not linked to them, have to carry Game Pass, not streaming. If they want a streaming version of Call of Duty, we could do that as well, just like we do on our own consoles. There's nothing behind my back. It is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 doing great on PlayStation, doing great on Xbox, the next game, next game, native on the platform. Not having to subscribe to Game Pass. Sony does not have to take Game Pass on their platform to make that happen. There's nothing hidden. We want to continue Call of Duty on PlayStation without any kinds of weird I figured out the gotcha, as Phil said, our content. I understand that some people's concerned on this, and I'm trying to be as clear as I possibly can.
Was he
that
drunk?
Yeah, I know.
Did you read that verbatim?
I was gonna
I
say,
did.
was he drunk
I
or was
did.
Gibby drunk?
Literally,
You read that verbatim?
Verbatim.
And that's what he said.
Yeah.
I'd be like, excuse me, Mr. Senator, that's why. Did you understand any of that? I didn't understand. I'm in the business and I didn't understand what he just said.
Well, from my taking of that, it sounds like they want to push it to Game Pass.
Which makes sense, but why not do the whole, like, alright, it's on Game Pass for a couple months first, and then you can have it, Sony. Because that's what they do with the Resident Evil franchise on Sony. They go, hey, we're going to keep it for like a month, and then you get it.
Yeah.
It'll just be like a year down the road. The problem is with Call of Duty, because every year a new one comes out,
It's not worth it if it has to wait 3 months.
if you gotta
or a
wait
year.
3 months or a year, it's so old at that point, you're fucked. Like,
I'm just hoping somebody gets Call of Duty fatigue, just as they purchase it. Like, all of a sudden, like, nah, I don't want to play that anymore.
Oh, well, that happened to me.
Call of Duty? Nah, see, you get it.
I don't remember. I think it was Ghost, which was really bad to begin with, but yeah.
Yeah.
After that, I stopped buying Call of Duty games.
yeah,
last
I've been
one
actually debating whether I have to buy this one.
Last one I played is where I killed Jon Snow.
Same. I don't even remember which one that is.
It's
the
like
only reason
Future
I-
Warfare or
Yeah, the
something
only
like
reason
that.
I got it was because
Kevin Spacey?
No. There was one Kevin or John Snow's in one of them, and
he's the main protagonist.
and you kill him.
Advanced Warfare?
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced
That was the
Warfare,
last
yeah.
one I got.
And Kevin Spacey's in that
That's the
one.
last one I played. I know I have other ones.
I don't remember.
Actually, I lied. I got
Kevin Spacey's the one before, right?
That was probably the best fucking.
Kevin
solo.
Spacey was on a grounded one. I thought he was like the president or something.
Yeah.
yeah. I actually did buy World War II.
Advanced Warfare, yeah. He was in Advanced Warfare.
Then which one's Kit Harington in? You want to play producer role? Google it, motherfucker.
Google.
Did he want to be produced? Like, if you showed up on time, this was your seat.
Yeah, it was.
I sat here because I didn't know.
Oh, that sucks for you, man.
Well, I
Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare is the last one I
Infinite,
played.
Advanced,
Yeah.
same thing.
It's not my fault they're not clever with their fucking titles. So.
That's right.
Just like this is the second time it's Modern Warfare 2.
That's right.
And it's
should
not
just-
a remake.
They
Yeah.
should just call it and just Call of Duty Warfare, and then Call of Duty Warfare 2.
You know how much it pisses me off?
2018,
There's a
2019.
God of War 2005 and like God of War 2015 or whatever it is. Call it God of War Vikings or something. Like, it's not the same God of War.
Same God of War.
Yeah, but again, with the Call of Duty, just start going the Madden style. Just Call of Duty
Empty.
19.
They should. They
Call of
should
Duty
really
20.
Do it that way, yeah.
Call of Duty Operation Moscow.
Especially since it's fucking every year they come out with a new one.
They should just come out with other wars going on at the time. They could have did Saudi Arabia last year. They could do fucking Moscow or Ukraine this year.
Yeah.
And now it sounds like we can do Poland for next year.
Or World War 3.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're there.
Just keep up with the times, and then if the world gets offended, be like, well, you stop having fucking wars.
Yeah, you did it to yourself.
Yeah, you did this. I'm just... History plays out in my art, okay?
Right.
Stop it.
Yeah.
It's your fault. It's your fault. You stop having wars.
Splatoon 3.
I have that. I hate the motion shit, but go on. Like, when you play it, when you first start playing it, I don't know if it continues through the game, and this is why I never get past the fucking tutorial. You have
Yeah,
to
like
move the controller
Oh.
to move the aim.
Yeah, I'm way too lazy.
I
for
hate that.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Splatoon 3 is tying in with Pokemon.
And Ukraine.
No.
Ukraine.
Really? That's not the one you're running with?
Ukraine
I
only.
didn't know that was happening.
Ukraine only.
I was just
And
saying
you can
that
pick
there's
the
a
type
season.
that you want
Violet or
as battle it
Scarlet.
out.
I was just saying basically the new season starting.
Okay. So they have. Well, it makes sense. That's a very popular game on Nintendo. Like again, I think in the
Yeah.
Korean market.
I just think it's kind of crazy that game would get a seasonality.
Oh, they do.
There must be a lot of people must play that game.
Splatoon 2 was
given.
giving you fucking seasons up until the third one came out.
Yeah. For all you big Splatoon fans out there.
It's a fun game. I loved the first one. I played that for hours. It also didn't have the stupid motion control thing. If you can turn that off, and I'm just being impatient, let me know, and I'll go back to playing it.
Did you check the settings, or
I don't get out of the
He
tutorial
didn't get out of the tutorial, he said.
because it irritates the shit out of me.
there's not settings in the tutorial?
No,
Oh, probably not, because this is like
It's-
this is how
it's
you're supposed
telling
to
you
play
what
the
you're
game.
supposed
I was
to
gonna
do.
say it's probably telling you. It's probably.
I don't know what designer put that through fucking customer feedback, and customers went, "Yeah, I like this."
They probably didn't do feedback. They're just like, yeah, this is what it is.
Bunch
Deal
of
with it.
Michael J. Foxes going like, "Yeah, this is great. It's keeping up with me."
Turning off Splatoon 3's motion controls is pretty easy. First, you
Turn
want
off
to go
the
to
game.
the menu by clicking X.
Which you can't do out of the tutorial,
I
but
was
go
gonna
on.
say his problem is he has to get through the tutorial.
From there, use the right bumper to scroll over to the options. Next, you'll simply go to motion controls and select off.
I'll make Doug just power through it, and then I'll turn it off. Hey, you gonna play a game, Jimmy? Can't do it. Just keep going, man. Keep going. We'll have so much fun if you can get through this.
Oh, and then afterwards, it's like, oh, this is fun. Yeah, it's my turn. Get back.
Get
You're
back.
done.
Give it back, goddammit. How come you're not doing all the motions?
I am, it's just very small.
Yeah.
You gotta do it very small, Jimmy. That's your problem.
Multiverse Season 2 begins today.
Nice.
Marvin the Martian,
Ooh.
I guess,
go.
is there. And a Game of Thrones stage is coming.
Have you played that since?
I've opened it and gotten the characters. Because I did buy the thing.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought it'd be a good game for the Game-a-thon, right?
Sure.
So I got some of the characters. I think I got everybody but LeBron.
Okay.
Not that I didn't have the coinage for LeBron, I just didn't want LeBron.
No, I didn't question it. Yeah.
Fuck LeBron.
I've opened it like once, played a match, and went, yeah, I'm done. But I didn't buy like the season pass or whatever.
I think I would get annoyed if I didn't buy this. Well, I'm gonna get because I don't like that they give you just certain characters.
Yeah.
Like when we played, I kept leveling up Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, oh, she's locked. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, you're beat. Play with these three characters. It's like, come on.
Yeah. My issue is probably because there's not enough users, I assume, but there's no
One-on-ones.
no the matchmaking. Like you could be a level 3 Shaggy,
Mhm.
and you're going against a level 15 Wonder Woman.
Well, fuck that.
Well, yeah, like she's got more perks.
Way more
unlocked and shit
perks
for
than
one.
you'll
Like,
you'll fucking have.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
No, I mean it's still whatever. I mean it's still the same game, but yeah. It was,
To stick on the multiverses note, though, real quick. The voice actor for Batman in Multiverses, Mr. Kevin Conroy, passed away at age 60-something.
Look at that tie-in.
Yeah, that was one of his last projects.
Really?
Yeah.
So, well, I guess he doesn't need more lines in that. Hopefully.
They probably just recycled shit from animation series, but
That's fair.
credited him.
Or technology nowadays. Like he's probably said enough stuff on film somewhere
Yeah,
that
I
they
was
could
gonna say,
splice
Did-
things together.
Did you see that story a couple weeks ago where Bruce Willis signed away all his shit for that?
No.
Yeah.
He signed something over to a company that like specializes in it, so they keep making stuff with him.
I've heard of companies that do. Well, they do that for dead people.
Yeah.
There's like actual.
He's got a health issue, so.
Yeah, he's got Asperger's, not Asperger's.
It's something where he's
alopecia, not
essentially-
alopecia.
Dying while being alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's basically. I don't think he's going to be doing anything from.
He retired.
Yeah.
No, but there's it's more for again. What I'm thinking of is for dead people, but it's like a company that you basically give the estate to handle all the other like likenesses and da 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 da, and then they license it out to movies and advertising and stuff like that.
The same thing shit they used for Tarkin in Rogue One.
Yeah.
And Leia.
Yeah.
Where they basically used an actor
Well-
but then put the dead actor's face on him.
That's different.
Oh, really?
Disney in their glorious hindsight and future sight of life.
Well, they did it on their own then.
Yeah, they basically, when you, depends on the contracts, it's probably not all, but basically, like, in the contracts, when they sign with Disney, they're basically signing away, like, their likeness, their lights,
So like
da-da-da-da.
WWE, where like he owns that wrestler, even though that like the wrestler
The
doesn't
name and everything.
To that, but on a exponential level, to the point of, like, you die, and Disney can keep using your body, likeness, voice,
Yeah.
and keep you alive and in movies if they want to.
I always thought it was funny that with Woody, it's Tom Hanks' brother that does all the video games, toys, and theme park shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They did some kind of interview where he was, I think Graham Norton was interviewing him. He was like, whose voice is that? And Tom's like, that's my brother. Apparently he sounds just like him when he does the whole Woody thing.
Huh.
Okay.
That's good for his brother. Actually, that's nice of Tom. Be like, hey, I don't really want to do this. Like,
I
hey,
thought it was
Jeff.
crazy. Like, you always had those animated specials that came out on ABC Family and shit like that. I'm like, why is Tom Hanks doing a 30-minute cartoon on ABC Family? This is his brother.
Yeah.
His brother and Tim Allen, because Tim Allen will still do anything.
Well, because they're broke as shit.
Speaking of which, Santa Claus series coming up soon. Disney Plus.
Yeah, I seen that. That looks kind of interesting.
Bernard's back. I want to watch it because of him. I want to see how they get a 40-year-old man to look like an elf.
That's fair. I think there was a commercial that came on YouTube that was for that, but it was,
I had one come on while I was watching football last night.
or maybe that was it, because I don't, was it Ryan Reynolds? Was that
Oh,
who-
he's got one coming out with Will Ferrell. It's basically Scrooge.
maybe that was it. Fuck, I don't know. My brain's mush.
I'm trying to remember that there was one I
But I
thought
thought
it
it
was.
was.
I thought it was Ryan.
Or maybe it
Reynolds.
wasn't Ryan Reynolds.
I thought it was.
Ryan
I
Reynolds
don't
does have one with Will Ferrell coming out, which is basically the Scrooge story where he goes through the three ghosts of past, present, and future.
remember.
I can't think of the the name of the fucking story. No, it's not Scrooge.
But yeah, he was trying to get something. He was trying to become Santa. I thought he was trying to become Santa Claus.
Well, Tim Allen's the plot for that is he wants
He's
to
giving
retire.
it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he retires, the new Santa Claus, whoever the fuck that is, apparently starts causing elves to disappear.
Okay. Well, evidently, like
Isn't that the
Ryan
plot of 3?
Huh?
No, that's Jack Frost stole it. This one, Tim Allen gave it away.
Same fucking fucking Tim Allen.
And I think Cal Penn's in it. Maybe Cal Penn's the new Santa Claus. Because they show him once, and then like never shows up again.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Anyway, PlayStation
PlayStation.
VR 2 pre-orders are live today.
Pass on that one.
Oh, you're not getting it?
Fucking the VR 1 isn't that great. Is it still tethered to the fucking machine?
Oh, I have no idea. Costs $550 though if you want one.
Jeez, it's more than the goddamn PlayStation.
You get a headset and a pair of new wireless sense controllers.
Is it still tethered to the fucking system? That's what I want to know. That's the worst part of the VR.
I don't know. It doesn't say whether or not it is still attached.
I mean, I can get why it has to be. Cause
Oh,
it's,
I lied. It says connects to your PS5 through a single USB-C cable. So I'd assume that means yes, you're still tethered.
Yeah.
but the dock could be. The headset might not be.
Yeah, well, I don't know, yeah.
Because technically that's paired through a USB-C.
So it has eye tracking camera will follow your line of sight. 4 integrated cameras will keep track of your body position and dual sense controller in real time. 2000 by 2040 resolution per eye, along with
Oh, it's tethered.
OLED
There's no way it's not tethered.
HDR displays and 120 hertz refresh rates. PS VR2 boosts a 110 degree field of vision, connects to your PlayStation 5 through a single USB-C cable. It offers a sleek new design and new sense controllers with adaptive triggers and haptic feedback.
Yeah, it's got to be tethered. There's no way you're getting that quality picture on something that's not tethered.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And it is what it is. And then the games that are going to be available alongside of it is After the Fall, Cities VR Enhanced Edition, Harmonious High, Crossfire Sierra Squad, The Dark Pictures Switchback VR, Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue, Jurassic World Aftermath Collection, The Light Brigade, Pistol Whip, Tentacle, and Zenith the Last City.
See, I think if you're gonna spend money on VR, you need to get that thing that has the walk pad. Like, have you seen the setup where it's like a...
Yeah, but that's all for
Like a-
computers, though. But yeah,
Treadmill?
Yeah.
it's a bit. Yeah, but you can go any way on it. Yeah.
You need
It's
something... I want the
strapped
full
into it.
fucking experience. Without hurting myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in.
But I'm not gonna buy that.
Oh, I'm out.
So, but there you go. Woo! I wasn't sure if you were getting it or not. I was just curious.
Not for $550.
He says that now. Well,
Yeah.
that's fair. I was
We
going to say
can't-
say it now and then.
I want to say yeah for the Game-a-thon, but we can't even use the PS4 one for the Game-a-thon. It's such a fucking hassle.
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say
we tried once and it didn't work or come through right or some shit.
It's
Well, the problem
confusing
is
because of the
because of the-
HDMI cords.
Yeah.
Elden Ring reaches new milestone, guys. Outsells Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro combined. I don't know what the fuck Sekiro is.
Those are the...
The samurai version of Dark
I
Dark
was to
Souls.
say that's the equivalence of Elden Ring.
Elden Ring has reached a new milestone. The Black game has now sold 17.5 million copies.
It's a lot of copies. A lot of copies.
Making copies.
Copies. Copy man.
So, congratulations, guys. Woo!
Thanks.
I don't know. Didn't you buy it?
Yeah, for Jess, and I wasn't allowed to play it until Jess played it, and then Jess never played it.
I
Sounds
don't think
it's
you'd like
time
to
for you
play
to
it
start
though,
playing.
anyway.
I don't think I would have either. I built a character, and she
Yeah.
walked in and went, "You're really playing this before me?" And I went, "I guess not," and turned it off, and then she never picked it up. She even had a block on the Game-a-thon to play it. She didn't play it.
Yeah.
So,
No,
Damn.
I understand your angst, but I really don't think you would have liked it.
oh, I
at
would have
all.
hated it.
Yeah.
But let me figure out I hate it.
That's right.
That's fair.
Alleged scammers steal virtual Unreal Engine 5 Superman demo and puts it on Steam.
They're the real heroes here.
So apparently earlier this year, developer Tyskin Butler Mashmua uploaded a proof of concept demo of Spider-Man game that he made in Unreal Engine. However, while the demo has generated a lot of interest on social media, it's also been sold commercially on Steam by a scammer looking to make a quick buck.
Can you actually play it though? If you buy it, or do you get an LOL? Here's the video.
They sold it for ranging from $10 to $50, while the sole developer filed a DMCA takedown with Steam. Valve was slow to respond to the notice, however. The game was taken down in mid-November. After Butler blah 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 spoke to Insider Gaming about it, he further stated that the scammers have harassed him with a DMCA takedown of their own on his YouTube channel. So the scammers don't want to give it up, man.
Hey, I stole this fair and square.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make money.
So we'll see. It's interesting. Scammers used to work for a company, and now they basically have everything. So they don't say how much they made, probably because they don't want to admit to it.
So they know who the scammers are. They're just not naming the scammers because they said they worked for a company.
They worked for his old company, or so. I guess he wherever.
So
he
he
used to
knows
work at,
it's
yeah.
like this fucking dickhead Carl
That's right.
went and stole my fucking game.
That's right. But we'll see. I mean, I'm sure Steam would have to know because I'm assuming you have to put all the information, especially when
Yeah.
I get the money out of it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Woo! Finally getting an update.
We got a date?
You might want to check your mail for free moonstones.
Oh.
I guess they were having server issues or something, so they decided to give people free moonstones.
I think the
Cool.
Moonstones cover the fucking past, like the event going on.
Yeah.
It says, we appreciate your patience as we've worked through the varying issues since early access launch.
I haven't seen issues that maybe I don't play enough, but I haven't had issues that were like game crippling.
Yeah, it says this will cover the full price
No,
of Star Path and what Star Path is.
I think that's the events.
Yeah.
I had a few issues that were very, very inconvenient, but I wouldn't say game
I
breaking.
just logged on the next day and they were usually resolved.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was
I
one.
never thought twice of it. Like
Yeah.
there was sometimes that I'd have all these pumpkins but couldn't pick them. So I just I'll just log in tomorrow. Fuck it.
Yeah. There was one time there was one of the story orbs like in the cave at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
When you picked up the paper and the orb drops, it phased into the wall.
Yeah, I had that happen at Merlin's house.
I couldn't get that for a while, but eventually it
Just moved itself out.
yeah.
So alright. If it would have despawned, I would have been pissed. But even then, I don't think I would have been pissed.
No, because it's just the stupid
Puzzle
memory
piece or
or
something,
yeah.
That's all I got.
Well, other games dropped too: Sonic Frontiers and God of War Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
So I'll probably be picking them up this Friday or tomorrow, whenever I feel ambitious enough. But I know Scarlet and Violet drop Friday, so I might go out and pick up all of them at once and cry at that bill.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm excited for Sonic Frontiers. It's an open world Sonic game. I'm very curious how they did that.
Is it for Switch?
All
only?
systems.
Or all systems?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe it's on Game Pass.
I'm going to go to the store and say, hey, which one's it the cheapest on? And then get it for that.
Probably Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment they
because
tell
the
me it's $70 for PS5, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I was gonna say because well, you could get the PS4 version, right?
Yeah, I think you can get away with that still.
And then because you got the disc version, right? So put the disc in and
Yeah,
get
that's
the upgrade.
right. Yeah, should be able to. I don't know if they've stopped that because I have bought the PS5 versions on the last two games.
Yeah.
Like I got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga collection thing,
Yeah.
and then I bought Gotham Knights on the PS5, but I don't think that was available on PS4. I think they stuck to their guns and went next gen only.
That could be.
But I'll take a look.
Because my PS5 is a disc PS5.
Nice. Are you doing the thing that have you tried? Nah, you still need the disc. Never mind.
For
Like if I were to lend you one of my games
oh,
and you were to upgrade it on yours,
Yeah.
you still need the disc.
correct.
So
But I didn't know it at the time because again, I just bought whatever one they had available that wasn't the Call of Duty version bundle because I didn't want it. But yeah, it was the disc one, so I can put discs in my PlayStation, even though I don't buy games much anymore. Really, my PS5 is just an Apex machine now. Is what happened. You guys were gone, and I went, "What do I play?" Turn on the PS5. Well, and Rocket League because I was playing Rocket League for a bit too.
I was the only one gone that plays games with you.
I missed you.
Yeah, but like, who did you play Apex with?
Tyler when he came back.
So you played after we were gone.
Yeah. Well, no, Alan for a bit, and just a bit solo.
That's fair.
Because again, so it's been like 6 months since I played. You team up with somebody and you're in fucking, I don't know if it's Alan's tier lobbies or like just the lobbies fucking suck.
Did you get to carry over your status from PS4?
Ish. I got all my skins and stuff,
But you didn't get your levels?
but not my level. I'm level 1 now.
Huh.
But
Do you keep all your heroes?
yeah, I got all the
Well, that's actually better then, because then you can get your more crates.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. And again, when I play by myself, I'm in lobbies that are closer to my shitty ass playing style tier. Like,
What level are you
I
now?
can have like 4.
See, now I'll play with you.
There you go.
All right.
Once you get too high, though,
Well, I don't think I'll get that high because I don't have that many free nights to game because we keep gaming for the stream.
that's true. Are we? I assume we're doing something tomorrow.
Apex.
Well, Jared streams.
Apex.
He
Jared,
does
play
have
Apex
Apex.
tomorrow. Let's go. I'll hook up my PS2.
Well, we've got 4 of us.
We can squad
Consider.
up.
Squad with 3. And
Squad up,
that is
bitches.
out for me.
I thought they were gonna increase. Like there was rumors they were gonna go for a 4 squad, but evidently not.
I also heard of 5.
How about this? We get 2 squads of 3. We both enter the lobby at the same time.
You can't pick your lobby.
So this way, we all get bunched into the same lobby.
You can't go in. We actually tried that when we actually were all playing at the same. We tried that at one point. We had 2 squads that we kept trying to see if we could get in the same lobby.
Yeah.
The
But it
problem
never-
is usually one squad will always end a game first, and then the others get to wait for the other squad. And
Yeah.
then
That's fine.
We
I'm
never-
fine with that.
we
it's
never-
We'll
really,
dominate.
It's really
We'll
hard
dominate.
to
All
try
six
and-
of us will
not
just
fun
dominate.
being in that party though.
Oh no, because everybody's yelling over.
What is this everybody shit?
Gibby's yelling over everybody about
I
everything.
had a backpack. Oh, I found this. I found that. I found this. I found that. It's like, oh, I'm dying. No, you're not gonna find me. Gibby found a backpack though.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why we have the bot. Whatever happened to those bots? I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us here on the show. Let's go around the horn. See what everybody's doing. Gibby, we'll start with you.
I stream on Mondays. Minecraft. Please show.
Frank Ward.
I'm on vacation next week, so
Boo.
yeah.
Tentative.
I'm not going anywhere as cool as Disney. I'm
I'd
going
rather
somewhere
go-
cooler. Pun. Going to Iowa though.
Still debating
It's gonna
if
be
you're
great.
actually gonna go.
That's true. I haven't gone yet,
Yeah, you could pull last minute switcheroo.
so I could always just have a week
Goes
off
out
to
there,
sit at
she
home
never
and do
comes
whatever.
back.
Huh?
I think it'll come back. Are you bringing any of your game systems with you?
I was debating. I don't. If anything, I'll bring the Xbox because it's smaller than the PS5.
When do you leave again?
Thursday.
Tomorrow? Like
No, Thursday.
week?
Thursday. This week. Yeah, Thursday.
Okay.
Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
yeah,
Thursday.
yeah.
I leave
Okay.
Thursday.
So in theory, you could still play games with us on Monday and Tuesday.
As long as it's on the Xbox.
In theory, if I bring my Xbox, but I don't really think I will.
Boo.
I'll let you know.
But I might.
He's contemplating.
All of a sudden, we see Cheever on an Xbox. We go, oh, we see what happened here.
That's right.
Actually, I do have an Xbox in my room. I just never turn it on.
He does.
Yeah.
He has Nick's my.
Yeah.
The hand-me-down.
Yeah.
Has made it from person to person.
Yeah, because as soon as I bought the new Xbox, I was like, well, I don't need this thing, set it to the side. Then Cheever moved in. I'm like, well, if you want, there's that, because I'm not going to use it.
All right. So when do you come back? Thanksgiving Day?
No, the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
27th-ish. Depending on, like, when I leave and drive and life and...
Totally fair. Because the comeback drive was awful. So I get it.
Yeah, but did you blitz through that in one fucking go?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I assume that's what I'm probably going to end up doing on my way back.
It was awful. So it was awful because I had other people in the car. So I would have been home way earlier.
Yeah.
But other people have to pee, have to eat, have to like live, and it's just like no. I stopped for the first time ever on a northern trip on I-95 at the fucking Maryland house.
Oh, well, no, you're here.
I was home.
Yeah, you're home.
At that point, you just fucking floor it, go 110.
I was home.
Yeah.
And I was forced to stop, which was infuriating. Of like, GPS says 1 hour.
Yeah.
1 hour.
You're home. Yeah, no, I totally get that. The times that I have driven this drive before, every time the drive out there, I'm like, oh, I'll do it smart. I'll stop, get a hotel in between, da-da-da-da-da. And then every time on the way back, nah, fuck it, I can make it. So I'll probably do that and just be back sometime late on Saturday.
Okay.
But yeah, so I won't be back for the show or most likely games until the 28th, 29th. Most likely. Or if I bring my Xbox, but I don't know.
Okay. Denied. Cheever.
He still keeps. I still don't believe he's gonna go.
I still-
Until he is on the road Thursday, I don't believe it.
Even then, who knows?
Do you have a rental car? Did you make a rental car reservation?
Yes.
I still don't believe it now.
What's the
Side,
cancellation
just
fee?
stupid things. So, like, it's been a while since I rented a car,
Yeah.
and rented a car well in advance, because I'm normally a last-minute kind of guy anyway. I made the reservation last week sometime, and they called me, like, last Thursday. Hey, this is Jeff from Enterprise, just want to verify your rent a car for next week. Like, yeah, fucker, I made the fucking reservation. Why the fuck you call me? Like, verify
Jeff got lonely.
the day before.
I called Budget to make sure that place was open.
No, that's fair.
I drive by that place all the time. Like, that place is abandoned. I'm going to show up there, and there's not going to be a car.
Are you guys legit?
I
Like,
called. I was
what's
like, are you guys still at that location? Yeah. Like, really?
going on? Do you have cars?
And you're open?
Yeah.
And you have my vehicle I requested?
I pulled up Thursday afternoon. I was like, I don't see my truck.
But I
Where's
also-
the truck.
I also do technically have a hotel reservation already, too.
Where are you stopping?
Fort Wayne, Indiana. So come find me, stalk me, kill me.
Sure. Ew.
Well, yeah,
So
it
you're
wasn't
you're only doing about what? 12 hours the first day?
10.
10.
Well, I mean 10 driving, but I I don't know how it's gonna go with the dog.
Yes.
So, you thought going with people was annoying.
The kids weren't the problem.
That's
They passed out. Wade was a fucking champ.
That's what I'm assuming the dog
I was
will
gonna say,
eventually
for
do.
the fucking car vibrating like that. Yeah, he probably.
He was a
slept
champ.
almost the
When he
entire
had to
time.
eat, Jess would just slip in the back, baby feed him, and we were golden.
Yeah.
Jess goes, I think when we're pulling in like outskirts of DC, I have to pee. We don't stop in DC or Baltimore, Jess.
Well, that's 100%. Yeah. Like, all jokes aside about being humble, like, that's 100% you don't stop
I
there,
am
period.
not stopping
Like, no.
there. And then it took a while, and then she got really mad, and we stopped at the Maryland house. So, fun stuff.
Yeah.
Cheever, what you got going on?
So the Analog Pocket has released all of its cores, aka you can now start using it for emulation for Game Boy, Sega games, the Sega Game Gear games, NES, Super NES. So I might sink another $200 into that
What was that?
Analog.
I don't know, did you almost think like he was a robot and he just kind of malfunctioned there for a
Yeah,
second?
I
'Cause that's
did.
what I thought.
I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking.
It felt like an ad on YouTube. I just spaced out.
Yeah, skip.
There was no button though. Like, it just kept running. And it's like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I'm excited for it. Definitely check it out. Check me out. Bye.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week on the Dace Man Show. Heads up on the programming schedule. Monday, Tuesday will be the stream days next week, as Wednesday will be our final Dace Man Show Drunk Day, where I believe we're having a lot of people here except for one next week.
That figures. That
And
makes
we
sense.
bought the breathalyzer that one person kept asking for.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
And we'll probably be a super structured show.
You'll probably end up in Ocean City, Maryland, too.
So we got that going on. And then we'll have to play it by ear on how we do after Thanksgiving. Because I have no idea what my schedule is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
But I have a
History?
feeling that at least for 2022, the show will probably be every Tuesday-ish.
I mean, that's what we've been doing so far, ish.
Yeah, we'll see. But that's going to do it for us here on the show. For the few,
for my chance.
for the proud,
And not well.
and for the Daystacular. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Remember, Basement Dwellers, stick to the protocol.
Protocol.
What's up, Basement Dwellers? I hope you enjoyed the latest Basement Protocol Productions creation. I'm Chris the Dace Man Dace,
I'm Frank.
and we want to drop some social media plugs on you. Check us out on Twitter at the BPP Official for all our tweeting needs, or you go over to Instagram at the BPP Official as well for all our picture needs.
Or Facebook/Basement Protocol Productions, or YouTube/Basement Protocol Productions.
And if you're somebody who likes live, non-stop action content, you can go over to twitch.tv/Basement Protocol.
Or if you just like the internet in general, you can go to www.basementprotocolproductions.com. Either way you do it, doesn't matter. We'll see you next time.